Good afternoon, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a report on a 2014 Bass Tracker Pro Team 175 TXW. I bought it new. Actually, it was leftover at Bass Pro Shop. So I got it like just at the beginning of 2015. And I've had it on the water a few times now, and just trying to give an idea of what it might be like if you're thinking about going for this boat. I absolutely love it. Just a great boat. Kind of up here in the front, I guess, just kind of move along. I haven't changed many things on the boat. Actually, I haven't changed anything. Pretty much what I have is stock, and it just suits me fine. Here we have the Minn Kota Edge 45-pound thrust. I know in a Boating World review, the fellow that did the review said you could create a bow wake with this, and yeah, it actually gets going pretty well. In terms of the boat itself, and the whole shot takes about 5 seconds to get on plane and get going. It's a phenomenal ride. I'm actually charging the battery right now. I picked up this battery pack because I store the boat here in an RV storage place, and they don't really have access to charge the batteries because all of their sockets are timed for like 15-minute runs, and it usually takes about 3 hours to charge both batteries after a day out on the water. I picked up this at Harbor Freight, actually. It's the Centec 5-in-1 portable power pack. Works real well. Has the AC converter in the back, and then I just run it to the back of the boat and charge things up. Like I said, usually takes about 3 hours, and it's good to go again. But you can see the boat itself. I mean, it's pretty much stock. Great boat to fish on, troll, cast from. It's just incredible. The finish, this was the first year that they put the powder coat finish on, and as advertised, I mean, you can bang it up in the docks and stuff, and man, it looks great. I take it out primarily on Lake Mead out here in Las Vegas, and also down in Willow Beach on the Colorado River, and down Lake Mojave. But in Mead, you know, some of the docks are, you know, they tried in fairly good shape, but I mean, you know, you bang the boat into it and it's going to get scuffed up, but this finish is amazing. It's really held up exceptionally well. I'll have this boat for a lifetime. Back here we have deep cycle and marine cranking battery, standard op from the purchase, Interstate batteries. On the back I've got a Mercury 64 stroke. Plenty of power for this boat. The boat is really stable too, out on the water when you're underway, and also when you're stopped, you know, and casting from the deck and stuff. Even in light chop, it's really very stable. I use this side back here, this storage. That's where I put my ice. This actually works a lot better. I know Godspeed had done a review on his. He has the same year boat that I have, 2014, and he was talking about the cooler. That was the first year that they went with the cooler in the deck. I used it one time, and I decided this worked a lot better. I agree with Godspeed. This is a better way to go because you can put the drinks in, put the ice in, and man, it stays really cold. I mean, we have temperatures out here that are easily 100, 110 degrees on the lake midday, and once you put your ice in here, you know, with this lined cooler, close it up, and the ice maintains itself, and the drinks are like super cold. And at the end of the day, just, take this out full of ice and dump it, and you're ready to start on your next trip. So I use this side for that. I mean, it's just, personal preference. You can use the other side or both sides. It's, really up to you what you'd like to do. I get up here in the deck. Over here on this storage, I just use this for the tie down ropes. I also have the life jacket in there for my Jack Russell. That's I primarily use it for that. The live well here. Don't use this much. I just pretty much catch and release. I've filled it a few times. I haven't put any fish in it actually. So, but it's awesome. I mean, everything works. It's got the pump out. Let me close or open this back up. I don't like to keep this closed in this garage with the potential fumes coming off the tank. It's not a good idea. You can see the onboard charger in there. Focus in here. Right now it's still showing red, but one of the lights is getting to be a lighter red. Usually it turns green shortly after that. Seats are real comfortable, as Alan Jones explained in his review for Boat World. The helm is awesome. Before this I had a 165 and then sold that to folks and went and got this one. That was my first foray into boating, and did have the instrument complement that my 175 does, but you've got your RPM, fuel gauge, volts, speedometer. I just have the stock Lowrance X4 Pro, works great for me. And in 2015, I think they went with a color version of this, color screen. I'm trying to think what else they did. I think they had a sport wheel for that, and I think 2015 also had the VersaTrack and the side gunnels. But I just kind of keep the rod over here when I want to troll. I also have a trolling connector that sort of just screws onto the side of the boat, but I'm kind of reluctant to use it. I've tried it a couple times, but I don't like it. I don't want to mess up the finish on this boat. Here back at the helm, of course, you have all of your live well controls. Bilge, your lighting configuration for navigation, and then when you're at anchor. Standard Mercury throttle. I mean, this engine, amazing. It just starts right up. Take it in for once a year maintenance. I take it to the Tracker Marine Center here in Las Vegas, and they do its annual. Just keeps things in check. And Tracker gives you a great warranty. I think it's 5 years, bow to stern. And I've got a warranty on the Mercury engine as well. But it's virtually maintenance free. Change your oil, when you bring it into the center, and let them take care of it just once a year, and you're good to go. Gas is phenomenal in terms of gas usage. 21-gallon tank. I mean, it'll last me quite a while. So the operating expense of this boat has been very, very favorable. I know that Godspeed in his review had brought up the issue about the floor. When he stepped down on it, he heard a give a little. And I guess subsequently in the 2015 model, Tracker addressed that. I haven't had any problem with that. So, but anyway, I guess it's a potential area of concern. Speaking earlier about the cooler, Now I just use it for storage, my immediate stuff. All my power baits, gloves, wire cutter, and such. Rod locker, very roomy. Kind of thinned my locker out at redoing all my rods and stuff, so rebuilding all that right now. I've got about 5 or 6 in there, but plenty of storage. Life jacket, first aid, plenty of room for additional rods and other stuff that you might find important. This storage over here, plenty. It's got all my tackle in here. I was actually able to put a tackle box, a fairly large one here, and I turned it on its back, and so I have access to these containers, no problem. Got my net in here, some power bait stuff. Back in here I have my waders. I primarily take the boat out myself, so in the winter when the lake temperature is pretty cold, it's no issue. I just put waders on, I'm good to go. But I mean, there's plenty of room still in the back of this storage area, so it's by no means maxed out. Love it. Over here, really don't have much of an intention to use this. This is a live well, another one in the front on the 2014 model. And I'm just using it for additional storage. Got my water spot remover, towels, there's an anchor in here, additional life jackets, that sort of thing. But anyway, great storage area. For me, one of the really cool features I like too is up here in the front, because I like to operate it with one of the seats. I don't like to use both the pedestal seats. I just usually keep one in the back when I'm underway, and then when I stop to fish, then I'll put one in the front here. And with the recessed pedal, this was the first year that they did that, was in 2014. You got a nice drink holder up there, area for your tools, and really cool is the tilt for the motor up here in the front. Great when you're getting ready to troll, and also great when you re-trailer the boat. And I'm in the front, you know, usually connecting the winch up to the boat, and then I can just lean over and tilt up the motor from the front. So that's a big plus. That's pretty much everything. Like I said, Basstracker 175 TXW, it's a 2014 model. I absolutely love this boat. I would highly recommend, if you're thinking about getting one, go for it. They're very reasonably priced. They're strong, ride great, just an awesome boat to fish and just to go out in the lake and have some fun. Also here you got the swing away tongue, so if you have a limited garage space, you know, have that. Oh, sorry, this wire here. Then a tracker, I went to them and got a spare tire, so I have my spare up here. Anyway, there you go. Basstracker 175 TXW. Signing off from sunny Las Vegas. Thanks, YouTube.